In this video, we're going to talk about how you make graphs, a skill that's actually not very difficult, but most of us never do it in Excel. So I want to show us how we can do that for our projects. So the first thing we need to do is we need to open our financial statement analysis worksheets, and we're going to work on our liquidity ratios here. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to copy and paste our ratios from this statement into project 3. So you just copy, and then you can just go where the very first cell here where it says current ratio. Now what we want to do is we want to paste this. The copy did not take. Copy. Go back. And we need to paste. Now if you go up here to paste, you just don't want to paste it. We want to do what's called paste special. And if you look at paste special, we have some choices here. And as you see, as we go over the top of them, it shows you what it will look like when you're done. And again, I think you can see that some will look right, some won't look right. What we want to do is this one right here. I'm sorry, we want to go to the one that has the numbers on it. Down here, keep going through. There you go. So we want this one right here. So you keep going till you find the one that makes it look the way you want it to look. And then you just paste special. So now we have our ratios in here. We have to make sure that we have the right formatting here. So make sure you have 2 decimal places is usually more than enough. So we have 2 decimal places. That's fine. The next step, we need to go back and we need some dates for this. So if we go back here, find the dates at the top of your your spreadsheet here. Again, we're going to copy, go back. Now this gets a little complicated because we're going to go here and we're going to, again, paste it. What are we going to do? Again, if you right click, you can paste, you'll see the numbers come up. But I see this kind of weird numbers, right? I mean, this is the machine number for that date. So all you really need to do is put in the first date, 2019 here, and then just do +1. That's probably the easiest way to do it, is just put in that first date. So now we have the dates, we have our ratios. The next thing we need to do is to create the graph. So all you do is you highlight everything that you want in the graph. We want these 5 years of data, and we want obviously the labels. We also want the dates. So if you go up to the top of our menu bar here, you'll see it says insert, insert, and we want a graph. This is the chart that you want to create, chart, and we want a chart with markers on it. And we've just created our worksheet, or our graph, excuse me. First thing we do, let's put it, what kind of graph is this? This is our liquidity graph. So just give it a name. It's called liquidity. Another thing that's kind of nice, especially if you put this in a paper or a presentation, it's nice to actually see the numbers. Now I found there's 2 ways you can do this. There is a button where you can put the number, the value above every dot, but as you can see, that will get kind of messy up here. If you click on this little plus sign, it asks you, do you want to put in some chart elements? So let's put in some elements. What we want to put in here is a data table. And you can do data label, see how it puts it there? Or you can put data table. I think the data table is certainly more readable, especially if you have more than one line that they're kind of close together. So now, basically, we have here's our graph. So you can take this graph now, and if you copy this graph, you can copy and paste it into a Word document or into a PowerPoint presentation. Now, when you copy it in there, let me give you a real quick example here. If we take this, again, we can copy, right? So highlight it, copy this. Now we can go to a Word document. Here's our cursor here. Just do right click and it gives you, again, some paste options. If you're putting a picture or a graph in here, I suggest you put it in as a picture. You can put it in as an item. I find that the formatting gets a little bit difficult once you do that. Just go to paste picture and there it is. Now, we need to massage this just a little bit so it works nicely within my text. If you click on it, do a little right click here, it gives you a thing where you can format the picture, or you can insert the text or wrap the text. This is sort of what we want to do. We want to go to format the picture. Oops, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Sorry, we don't want to do that. We want to wrap the text. And we want to wrap this text, I just call it square. You can choose whatever you want. I just think this is the best. Choose square. So now what this will do, this creates an anchor point. So if you go to this, you can move it around. You can put it anywhere in the paper you want. And as you type up here, you can then move this thing and it will put it within the context or the text of your document. So again, that's just a short and easy little training on how you can do project 3. But of course, how do we get the create the graphs?